أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. صدق الله العظيم. This is verse number 102 of Surah Al-Imran. In previous verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala stated that in the last sentence of the verse number 101 that whoever holds on to Allah, he is surely guided to the straight path. So hold on to Allah means that whoever obey Allah, whoever obey the commands of Allah and His Messenger, he is surely guided to the straight path. Now, in this present verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that all those who believe fear Allah, and a fear which is His due, meaning as He should be feared, and let not yourself die save as Muslims. So in the previous verses, Muslims were warned that the people of the book and others warned them to go astray from the right path. So Muslim must remain vigilant of their moves and plannings and take steps to counter their anti-Muslim activities. Now in these two verses, verse number 102 and 103, there are two important principles have been given which go to make the collective strength of Muslims impregnable, unbeatable. These are the taqwa and unity. In this verse 102, Allah states the one principle, that is taqwa. So in the second verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says about the unity. So the first principle appears in the first of verse 102, that is taqwa. So the first principle stated in this verse is that one must fear Allah. That is, one should organize and manage his life with a full sense of responsibility before Allah, avoiding all that is forbidden or undesirable, doing so in a manner which is his due. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commands the believers to have taqwa. So taqwa is Arabic word. So what does it mean? So in Arabic the word taqwa is used to denote avoidance and abstinence. It is also translated as fear, in the sense that things one is asked to abstain from are nothing but things that cause fear or alter one to the danger of divine retribution and the punishment. So taqwa means to avoid or abstain from such things which may create problem for the person. So that is why sometimes we translate taqwa mean fear, meaning if person will not fear Allah and he will disobey Allah, so then he will be given punishment. So that is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that ittaqullah, fear Allah, meaning fear the punishment of Allah if you will disobey. Another thing that is taqwa has its own degrees. There are three degrees of taqwa. One is the highest degree, second one is the middle degree, third one is the lowest degree. The lowest degree is to avoid kufr and shirk, that is disbelieving in Allah and His message and attributing partners to His divinity. So if someone avoids kufr and shirk, so it means he has a taqwa. But this is the lowest degree of taqwa. So in this sense, every Muslim can be counted as muttaqi. Muttaqi means one who has the quality of taqwa, even if he is involved in sins. But actually he avoids kufr and shirk. So in this sense, we can say that he is a muttaqi person. He is the person who has the quality of taqwa. At several places in the Holy Quran, the words muttaqeen, plural form of muttaqi, and taqwa have been used in that sense as well. So sometimes Allah will say that they are muttaqeen. They are those who fear Allah, meaning they do not uh, do shirk and kufr. That is why they are called muttaqeen. So sometimes muttaqi word is used in this sense, meaning they avoid kufr and shirk. So what is really desirable falls under the second degree of taqwa, that is to avoid that which is disliked by Allah and His Messenger. So if a person avoids and abstain from the disliked things which is disliked by Allah and Messenger, then it means he is the taqwa of second degree. The merit and blessings of taqwa enumerated in the Holy Quran and Hadith have been promised on this degree of avoidance and abstinence. If we recite the Holy Quran and if we read the Hadith of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, so a lot of merits and the blessings mentioned in the Hadith and the Holy Quran are related to this type of taqwa. When a person avoids and refrain from the prohibited and forbidden things, then that person deserves of such narrations and the hadith. The third, the highest degree of taqwa is that this is the highest degree and high station destined for prophets and their devoted deputies and men of Allah, because it is not within the grasp of everybody. So this highest degree of taqwa means to stand guard over one's heart against the onslaught of what does not relate to Allah, and to keep it filled with the remembrance of Allah and desire to seek His pleasure. So this is the highest degree. If a person every time try to keep his heart away from the other all things except Allah, such person is every time in his thinking and his if he performs any action in each like moment, he wants to seek the pleasure of Allah. They do not disobey Allah in any single deed, action or moment. So this is the highest degree of taqwa. Now, what is the meaning of taqwa as due? Allah says that O those who believe, fear Allah as He should be feared, or as taqwa is His due. So Allah, while giving a directive to attain taqwa, the Holy Quran has qualified the word with taqwa with tuqatihi. Haqqa tuqatihi, fear Allah haqqa tuqatihi, a fear which is his due. So which means that one should seek to attain a degree of taqwa which it inherently deserves. So there are different explanations of such taqwa. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud explained this verse and this type of taqwa. He says that haqqa tuqatihi means a fear which is his due, means that one obeys Allah, then he does not disobey, and one remembers Allah, then does not forget Allah, and one is grateful to Allah, then does not become ungrateful. So this is the meaning of haqqa tuqatihi, meaning a fear which is his due. If a person wants to attain such type or such quality of taqwa, so he will try to obey Allah, then he will not disobey. He will remember Allah, then he will not forget Allah. He will thankful to Allah, then he will not be ungrateful to Allah. This is the one meaning. And major commentators have explained the sense of this report differently. For instance, some say that the due fear of Allah means that in obedience to Allah one should dismiss all derogatory criticism, no matter where it comes from, always standing firm on what is just, even if by being just he has to hurt his own self or his children or his parents. So such person, then he is performing the taqwa which is fear, which is his due. Some other scholars say that the one who can never hope to achieve taqwa is due unless he protects his tongue. Meaning, if a person wants to achieve the taqwa, the complete taqwa, he has to protect his tongue from the useless things. Because a lot of people they use tongue wrongly. That is why a person cannot achieve this degree of taqwa unless he protects his tongue. So now, to which extent we are bound to achieve this type of taqwa? So there is another verse in the Holy Quran where it is said that ittaqullaha mastata'tum. Allah says, fear Allah as much as you can. So now, that is why, according to the blessed companions Abdullah ibn Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, he says that this is really nothing but an explanation of the haqqa tuqati. Here Allah says that fear Allah, a fear which is his due. And this another verse Allah says that fear Allah as much as you can. So this is the explanation, that one, ittaqullaha mastata'tum. This is the explanation of this present verse, that a fear which is due. So what does it mean? It means you have to fear Allah as much as you can. So then it means that should one be doing this his best, using all his attention and energy to guard against evil, the obligation of taqwa shall stand fulfilled. If one who has already done everything he could happens to fall a victim to something impermissible, that would not be considered being against taqwa as due. For example, you have done everything which is according to your best power. Further that you cannot do. So then sometimes or incidentally you become a victim of something, so then it will not go against the taqwa which is due. This is the explanation of taqwa. In this last sentence Allah says, فَلَا تَمُوتُنَّ إِلَّا وَأَنْتُمْ مُسْلِمُونَ, meaning let not yourself die save as Muslims. So this statement tells us that the taqwa is in reality the whole of Islam. Taqwa means the whole of Islam, meaning you have to follow the whole of Islam. Since the total obedience to Allah and His Messenger and the total avoidance of disobedience both to Allah and His Messenger is what is taqwa. So the taqwa and Islam is the same thing. That is why Allah says that let not yourselves die save as Muslims. So here Allah commands that let not yourselves die save as Muslims. So how it is possible for a person? Allah says don't die except you are Muslim. So actually it is not possible for a man, because man does not control death. Death will come. So it may come anytime, anywhere. So what does it mean that let not? It is out of the control of a man, and Allah commands us that let not yourself die save as Muslims. So then what does it mean? So this doubt can be removed when we consider the hadith of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, in which he says, Kama tuhyuna tamutun wa kama tamutuna tuhsharun. It means as you live, you shall, so shall you die. And as you die, so shall you be raised from the graves, from the, like on the day of resurrection. So therefore, anyone who is determined to live his entire life by the tenets of Islam and to the best of his determination and ability acts accordingly, his death will definitely come on a state of Islam, because when he was living, so he was living according to the Islamic tenets. So now when he will die, so Allah will bring death to him on a state of Islam. If a person commits sins every time he is involved in disobedience to Allah, so then death will come to him not in the state of Islam, because he was not happy, he was not willing to the Islamic life. So that is why he was violating the Islamic rules. So if a person goes against Islamic tenets, Islamic teachings, it means he is not he was not willing, he is not happy with Islam. So then Allah will bring him death on a state which will be not like Islamic death, but he will die on the bed and the disgraceful death. So this is the meaning that Allah says that let not yourself die save as Muslims. So yes, we cannot control death, but we can control our desires. We can follow the teachings of Islam and our Holy Prophet ﷺ. So if we follow Islamic commandments, so accordingly Allah will bring death to us, or way on a state of Islam. So this is the summary of this verse. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, O those who believe, ittaqullah, fear Allah, haqqa tuqatihi, a fear which is his due, or we can translate, fear Allah as he should be feared. Wala tamutunna, and let not yourself die, illa, save, except, wa antum muslimun, as Muslims. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, O those amanu who believe, ittaqullah, fear Allah, haqqa tuqatihi, a fear which is his due, or as he should be feared. Wala tamutunna, and let not yourselves, illa wa antum muslimun, let not yourself die, save as Muslims. Says, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, ya ayyuhalladhina, all those amanu who believe, ittaqullah. Ittaqu meaning, O people, fear Allah, Allah, haqqa tuqatihi. Haqqa means due, tuqatihi has fear, meaning a fear which is his due. Haqqa mean like right, and due, tuqa means fear, he his due. Wala tamutunna, and let not yourself die, illa, except or save, wa antum muslimun, as you Muslims. Ya ayyuhalladhina, O those amanu who believe, ittaqu, fear Allah, Allah, haqqa tuqatihi, a fear which is his due, or as he should be feared. Wala tamutunna, and let not yourself die, illa, except, save, wa antum muslimun, as Muslims. Muslimun is the plural form of Muslim. Muslim, Muslim, Muslimun, Muslims.